So we're going to start feet together. Turning toes out, followed by heels. So just looking down at your feet, making sure they're tracking straight and parallel to each other. Soft through the knees, hips facing forward, shoulders round and down and ears over the shoulders. Placing the hands on the hips, and we're going to rock that pelvis forward and back. So imagine you're sloshing the water out the back and out the front, and finding the halfway point between the two, nice neutral spine position. Thinking about that nice deep lateral breathing, so deep breath in through the nose, feel the rib cage expanding, out through the mouth, feel that rib cage drawing together. Again, nice deep breath in through the nose, drawing those shoulders down the back. Don't breathe into those shoulders, and out through the mouth again. So while we continue with the deep lateral breathing, I want you to imagine that belt around your waist, drawing the sides towards each other, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, and feeling those pelvic floor muscles like a lift coming up. 1, 2, 3. So tightness through the whole abdominal core region, but you can keep with that deep lateral breathing without it being restricted. So relaxing your arms down by your side. Now we're going to start with some forward shoulder rolls. Nice big rolls, just releasing any tightness in the shoulder girdle. Working with your breath. One more time forward, and then we're going to reverse. So up to the ears, over the mountain, and down the other side. Good. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. One more time, and then relaxing those shoulders down your back. Good. So on the in-breath, we're going to float the arms out to the side. Lock the shoulders down the back as we take the arms up to the ceiling. On the out-breath, push the air away as we bring the arms back down. Good. One more time. In-breath, locking those shoulders down the back as we take them up to the ceiling. Check those shoulders are away from your ears. We're going to drop the elbows down to shoulder height. Place the hands behind your head and interlock the fingers. Keep those elbows wide. We're going to shrug those shoulders up to the ears. Draw the shoulders down the back, and then squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then unlock the fingers and float the arms back down. Good. One more time. On the in-breath, float the elbows up to shoulder height. Interlock the hands. Keep the elbows wide. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keeping the shoulder blades squeezed together, we're going to drop the chin to the chest. Feel that stretch down the back of the neck. Breathing through that. Good. One more breath. Centering that head back up, and then we're going to float the arms down to the side and just rolling those shoulders back. Good. So dropping left ear to left shoulder, right arm behind the back. Take the left hand over the head and just gently feeling that stretch down the side of the neck, across the top of the shoulder. Breathing through that stretch. Good, and coming back up to the center. We're going to change sides, so right ear to right shoulder, left arm behind the back. Try not to tip the body, so keep the shoulders square over the hips. Good, and we're just isolating the neck and upper shoulder. Good, breathing through it. And then coming back up to the center, and again rolling the shoulders back. So we're going to need a wall or a door, or anywhere really where you can kind of hook your hands onto. We're going to stand about a foot away from the wall, so your back is to the place you're turning to. Has everyone got that? And if it means you're going to have to run out of the camera, I'm just going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to turn to face the wall. The feet keep tracking straight. We're turning to face the wall. If we can, we're placing both hands onto the wall and then pushing that hip forward just to get that stretch. If it's too much, just put one hand on, that's fine. We want to get that rotational stretch through your back. So if you have to move away from the camera, that's fine. We're holding that stretch for about 10 seconds. So we'll start to the left. Hands parallel to each other on the wall or whatever surface you've got. Push that left hip forward. Good. Coming back to the center. Then we're going to turn to the right. So don't let those feet swivel. Keep those feet tracking straight. Push that right hip forward. Good. Breathing through that stretch. And come back to the center again. Good. That is a really good stretch to do at home. It's lovely rotation. Just don't force it, but it really opens up the whole way up through that spine and kind of allows that sort of rotation through the spine. Okay, we're coming back to our mats. We're going to grab our bands now. So we'll have them quite wide, so take them at the end and just maybe wrap them once around your hand and up to the ceiling. Sorry, you can't see the ceiling, but up towards the ceiling, shoulders down the back. So we're going into the side bend. Keep the knees soft. Keep the hips over the feet, so don't let the hips slide out. We're going to go over into the left side bend. And then we're just going to take a little bit of resistance on that band just to help increase that stretch. Relax, back up to the ceiling again. On the out breath, over to the right. Again, don't let those hips slide out. Keep them stacked over the feet. And again, taking that resistance on the band. Back up to the center. One more time to each side, over to the left. On the out breath, take some resistance on the band. Feel the opening of the right side. Relax the band. Back to the center. Keep the shoulders down the back. Over to the right. Taking some resistance. Good. Relax and back to the center again. We're just going to wind the hands a little bit more around the band. So we're going to drop the elbows down to shoulder height and squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then we're going to take the resistance on the band out to the side. In breath, back up to the ceiling again. On the out breath, we're going to drop the elbows to shoulder height. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the now try not to tip the head forward. Keep the head, the ear stacked over the shoulders up to the ceiling. Good. Two more times. On the out breath, dropping the elbows down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Back up to the ceiling. Last time. On the out breath, drop the elbows down, squeeze the shoulder blades together and taking a resistance on that band. Excellent. And we're going to bring the band forward and loosen that up. Who hasn't got, has everybody got weights?
Yeah, weights.
Weights. Yeah? Okay. If,
Nikki, I'm not going to use weights because of my shoulders.
okay. All right.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine, girl. Okay.
Thanks.
So we're going to be grabbing our weights. We're going to start with the dumb waiter. So palms to the ceiling, elbows locked in by your side. So on the out breath, we're going to take the hands out to the side, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Keep those elbows pulled into your rib cage. In breath to center. Good. On the out breath, open those arms, squeezing those shoulder blades and center. Good. For 6 and center. For 5 and center. Good. For 4 So just to talk, some of us obviously will have heavier weights with others. I'm going to talk you through as if you have lighter weights. So if at any time you start to feel like you've had enough, within reason, then I want you to just reduce the amounts, and obviously I'll talk you through the options, but just don't push it. Relax arms down, because we might all have different weight. Yeah, different weights. Okay, so into the full bicep curl, palms facing away from you. Again, locking those elbows in, and we're going to come up to the front of the shoulders and lower back down. Good. Again, squeezing those elbows into your side. Good. For 3 and lower. And the other watch points are those shoulders, because as we get tired, we tend to do that. So make sure they're staying down the back. For 5 and lower, 6 and lower, 7 and last one for 8 and lower back down. Palms facing towards your thighs, locking those shoulders down. We're taking the arms up to shoulder level. Good. For 7. Okay, now if you've got lighter weight, we're going to pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Obviously, if you've got heavier weight, don't do the pulsing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Make sure that core is involved. You don't want to be pulling that back. Keep yourselves in the neutral spine and lower. 2 more. On the out breath, lock the shoulders down the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And if the arms are getting tired, you can always bend those elbows slightly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Palms to the outer thigh, going out to the side for 5 and lower. Lighter weights, we're going to circle for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. We're going to circle the other way, out to the side, and circle back for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Locking the shoulders down your back. Again, heavier weights, don't circle.
Oh.
And lower. Good. Out to the side and circle back for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. One more time in each direction for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Last one, out to the side, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Everyone okay?
Yep.
As I say, if your weights are heavier, the ones I've got here are 1.1 kilos. So if you've got heavier weights and you're feeling it more, obviously don't do the holding and pulsing. Okay, upright row. So we're going to lift the elbows up as high as possible. Bring the weights to the front of the shoulders and push back down. Good. For 7. And push. Now, as you lift your elbows, lock your shoulders down your back. For 5. And push back down. Good. For 4. And push the weights away. For 3. Pushing away. For 2. Push them down. Last ones. And push those weights away. Excellent. So into the tricep kickback, soft knees, slide the elbows behind the body. The elbows stay there. They don't start to creep forward. So the elbows are behind the torso. Start with the weights at the front of the shoulders. We're going to take the weights back and up towards the ceiling. In breath to bring them forward. Good. Watch the neck. Keep the chin pulled into the neck. So we don't want to be sticking that neck out. Good. 7. Next time we're going to pulse it. If you've got heavy weights, don't do the pulsing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw forward. Good. On the out breath, take it back, and we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward. Susie, keep your ears over your shoulders. Don't take that neck out. Good. Sorry. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more on the out breath. So Susie, just take your upper body forward. Just tip your upper body forward. Bottom out. Think of sticking your bottom. That's it. And then chin pulled into the neck. Perfect. Good. Take the arms back, and we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and forward. Last one. On the out breath, take the weights back up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw them forward. Relax them off. We can place the weights down. And then just nice big circles with the arms. Good. Loosening them up. Everyone feeling it?
Yeah.
We're going to come down to the roll down. So I'm just shifting my camera. So when you're ready, standing at the back of the mat rolling away in front of you. Core engaged. So just have your foam rollers handy, and and bands. Just have the foam rollers and bands handy, drawing the belly button to spine. Think of relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Deep breath in through the nose. As we breathe out, we're going to take chin to chest, and we're slowly peeling that vertebra off the wall behind you. One vertebra at a time, feeling the articulation through each vertebra joint as we come all the way down to the toes. Let the head hang, let the shoulders hang. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're scooping belly button to spine. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine. Come up to standing and roll those shoulders back and down. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Draw the belly button to spine. On the out breath, chin to chest. Let the crown of the head weight you down. Scooping that belly button in so you can feel each vertebra articulating all the way down to the toes. This time we're going to place the hands either under the toes or flat onto the floor. Let the head hang, shoulders down the back. We're straightening through the right knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through the left knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through both knees. Let the head hang down, shoulders down the back. Breathing through that. Stretch. And then we're going to soften through the knees, walk the hands forward, and we're coming down onto all fours. Good. So top of the feet flat onto the floor. Make sure the knees are underneath your hips and wrists underneath the shoulders. Keep that belly button scooped to the spine, so don't let that lumbar spine sag. We're going to drop both hips to the left, turn, look towards to the right, looking back towards your feet. In breath to center, and then we're going to go over to the right. So taking your time, the first couple, don't drop too low. Just feel that nice stretch, and as you increase the amount of times you do it, you can slowly let those hips drop a little lower. Good. And we're just loosening the pelvis off here, the hip joints. It's a really lovely stretch. The focus is on the hips, dropping more than trying to see the feet over the opposite shoulder. We're going to do one more time to each side. Good. Come back to the center, sit back on your heels, head down between the arms, and just stretch out through that back. And then if you are sitting on your heels, we're going to lift the hips up away from the heels, walk the hands forward and take the head back down to the mat. Again, just lovely opener for that spine, that lower back. Good. Sitting back on the heels and we're rounding back up and stacking that spine. So we're grabbing the foam roller now. So as I said, if you don't have a foam roller, don't worry. We're just going to come down to lying on the floor. If you've got your foam roller, we're going to sit on the end. Both hands down to the side support you. And we're going to come down to lying on the roller. So when you're on the roller, obviously make sure the crown of your head, the back of your head is on the roller. Don't have it hanging off the end. Same with the tailbone, that you're comfortably sitting on that roller. Nothing is hanging off. As Nettie pointed out, some people do find with the roller, especially if you're a bit tight through the neck, that it gets uncomfortable underneath the head. So if you've got a cushion handy, just pop it underneath between your head and the roller. Feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. And we're going to find our neutral spine position. So on the in-breath, we're going to roll that pelvis forward. So we're arching through the lumbar spine. We're going to slide that chin up to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're going to lengthen through the back of the neck, flattening through the lumbar spine and chin to chest. So in breath, rolling the pelvis floor forward, chin to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're flattening through the lumbar spine and the chin towards the chest. So staying in that lengthened position, neutral spine, we're going to float right and left arm up to the ceiling, drawing the shoulders down the back. So on the in-breath, we're going to float the arms out to the side, back of the hands to the floor. Keep the shoulders down, keep the rib cage down into the mat. Just let the shoulders drop over the edges of the roller. Feel that lovely opening through the pecs, through the front of your chest there. On the out breath, floating back up to the ceiling again. Good. In breath, float the arms out to the side. Drop the shoulders over the edge of the roller. On the out breath, back up to the ceiling again. We're going into the arm reaches. We're reaching that right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring the right arm over to the left. Follow the hand with the head. We're trying to get the hand towards the floor. Obviously, the benefit here is you're slightly higher, so you're getting a bit more of a stretch. Take the arm back up to the ceiling again and slide that shoulder blade down your back as you lower the arm. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Bring the left arm over to the right. Follow the hand with the head. Feel that lovely stretch behind the shoulder blade. Back up to the ceiling again. And as you lower the shoulder, slide the shoulder blade down the back. Good. We're going to reach both arms up towards the ceiling. As you lower and slide the shoulder blades down your back, I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades onto the roller. So round the roller, squeeze them towards the roller. Good. In breath, up to the ceiling. On the out breath, squeezing the shoulder blades as you lower the arms into the roller. Good. One more time. In breath, reaching up to the ceiling. On the out breath, squeeze those shoulder blades into the roller. Good. And relaxing those shoulders. So we're going to go into double arm circles here. If at any point it feels too uncomfortable, so Gail, with your shoulder, just be careful here. If it feels too uncomfortable, just go into the windmill arms, all right? So we're going to take both arms up above the head. If they don't reach the floor, don't force it. Just watch the rib cage popping up. Keep that rib cage down, core engaged. We're going to take the arms out to the side, dragging the back of the hands on the floor down towards the feet and then floating them back up to the ceiling again. Good. On the out breath, both hands come up above the head, on or towards the floor, out to the side, down towards the feet and back up to the ceiling again. We're going to reverse. So we're bringing the hands down towards the feet, onto the floor. Place the back of the hands on the floor, out to the side, up above the head. Think about that rib cage and back up to the ceiling again. Brilliant. One more time. Down to the floor, back of the hands onto the floor, out to the side, up above the head and back up to the ceiling. Brilliant. Can everyone see me okay? So I'm just show you, just have a little look at the camera. We're going to start with hands in knuckle shape. The elbows and the wrists are facing, so forearms facing each other. On the out breath, we're dropping the arms out to the side, so elbows at shoulder height. Now, don't force this one. Obviously, the aim is to get the hands towards the floor, but don't force it, and then we're drawing them back up again. Okay, we're going to do that 5 times, nice and slow, and not forcing anything. On the out breath, we're opening the arms out to the side. Keep the page down, trying to relax those shoulders down and drawing the arms back together again. Good. For 4, open out, relax, and close back up again. Good. For 3, so the aim here is that we're opening up through that chest, relaxing through the chest and shoulders. It's not a strength exercise. Good. For 2, and close. And hopefully each time we do it, we feel those hands dropping a little bit lower to the floor. Rib cage down and close back up again. Brilliant. And we're just going to relax those arms down by your side. So we're coming into tabletop legs. I want you to, the first couple, to really focus on the pelvis, keeping it still, so core really engaged, lumbar spine imprinted into the roller. We're going to float the left leg up into tabletop position. Check the back is staying down. Lower the left foot down to the floor, and we're floating the right leg up. Good. Lower the right foot down. Now I want you to make sure that you're not tensing through those shoulders to keep yourself still as we float the left leg up to tabletop. Lower back down. So you're thinking about the lumbar spine staying imprinted. No tension through the shoulders. We're going to lower the right foot down now. As we take the left foot up, we're going to take the right arm up to the ceiling. Good. We're going to stay with left arm and right leg. Sorry, left leg and right arm. We're going to toe tap. So we're tapping the left foot to the floor. Take the right arm up above the head and back up again. Good. We're doing 4 times. Watch that lumbar spine. Keep the spine down into the mat. For 3. Good. Last one. For 4. Back up to the ceiling. We're lowering the left foot and the right arm. And we're floating right arm. Sorry, right leg, left arm. I'm just checking the slight bit of interference. I'm just going to mute everyone. And so we're lowering the leg and arm. Good. For 4 times. So lowering, tapping the toe to the floor, arm up above the head. Good. Keeping the knee bent. Yes, we're not taking the leg long. The knee stays bent. Good. Excellent. So once you've done 4 on both sides, we're going to float the left leg and right arm up to the ceiling again. Now this time we're going to lengthen, so we're going to actually flex through the left foot. We're going to push that leg away from you and taking the right arm up above the head. Now watch the lumbar spine with this one. You might find that the spine starts to lift. If so, take the leg a bit higher. Good. So we're going for 2 more, lengthening the leg away, arm up above the head and center. Last one. Lengthen the leg away, take the arm up above the head, back to the center, and we're changing arms and legs. Good. So right leg to tabletop, left arm up to the ceiling, flex through the right foot, push the right leg away from you as you take the left arm up above the head. In breath to center. For 2, push away, imprint that lumbar spine, draw the belly button to spine. For 3, and center, good. Last one, for 4, and center, back up, good. Take the right leg down, leave the left arm up. We're taking the right arm up to join us. Now, take your feet a little bit wider, so have them almost towards the edges of the mat. Imprint the lumbar spine. Flo, because you're on the floor, if you take both legs up into tabletop as well, and we're going to do the bug. So let's do heel tapping. For those on the roller, we're going to float the left leg up to tabletop. Lower the left leg back down. And then we're going to take the right leg up to tabletop. Lock that spine down into the mat. Into your roller. Good. Bit harder. Left leg up. And lower. And right leg up. And lower. Good. 2 more on each side. Left leg up. And lower. Good. Right leg up. And lower. Last one. Make sure that lumbar spine is staying down into the mat. And right leg up. And lower back down. Excellent. Relax the arms. We're going to gently slide off the roller. So Flo, I'm going to talk you through. I'm just going to set. So for you, Flo, obviously you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the curl up. So you're going to have hands on the front of the knees and you're curling up. Yeah. Okay. For those on the roller, have the roller behind your back. What you want to do is just lift the hips up. You want the roller to be sitting at the point of your shoulder blades at the bottom. Okay. So the best way is to just lift your hips up, check where those shoulders, where your scapula is, and just at the point right at the bottom, that's where the roller wants to be sitting. Again, just to talk through, of course, anytime you're on the roller and the back can't reach the floor, be very conscious of your neutral spine position. Don't let that rib cage pop up. Keep that rib cage drawn down towards the hips. Hands behind the head, keep the elbows wide. On the in breath, you're going to draw the belly button to spine as you squeeze up. On the out breath, you're going to keep chin towards your chest as you lengthen the back of the head, thoracic back over the roller. Now, don't drop the head below the roller. Keep it level. On the out breath, we're squeezing those abdominals to curl up. Draw the belly button to spine. On the out breath, we're lengthening through the back of the neck as we take the back of the head in line with the spine. Good. 2 more times. Out breath. Draw the belly button to spine to curl up. On the out breath, we're lengthening through the back of the neck. Good. Last time. On the out breath, draw the belly button to spine to curl up. On the out breath, we're lengthening back down. Good. So, Flo, I'm going to come to you in a sec. I'm just going to set, if you're on the roller, we're going to lift the left rib cage up off the roller and we're rolling onto the right side. The elbows stay wide. So we're not bringing the elbow across. We're rolling onto the right rib cage, back to the center, and then onto the left. Now, nice and slow here. It's almost like a bit of a massage, and of course it's a tender spot, so take it slow. Flow for you. You're going to come up from the breastbone, supporting the head, exactly the same thing. You're going to lift the left rib cage up. Try not to let that elbow touch the floor. I'm just trying to find you, Flo. Oh, okay. Flo, you happy with that?
Yeah, going that way.
Sorry?
And then that way.
And then the other
Going
way,
that-
yeah. That's it, but very slowly, yeah? Use your breath. It's a
Okay.
very slow movement. So out breath to turn, in breath to center, and then out breath to go over the other way. Okay, we're doing 4 to each side. I don't know if you've been counting. Once you've done 4 to each side, we're then going to take the elbow down towards the hip. So we're side bending, taking the elbow down towards the right hip. So we're lengthening through the left side, contracting through the right side. In breath to center, and then again taking the elbow down towards the hip. Okay, Flo, same thing for you. I can't see you, Flo. Can you bring your camera down? Sorry, it's
Is
just
that better?
I can't. No, the camera's just a little bit high there. We're doing 5 times to each side.
Oh, don't know what I've done now.
Oh, sorry, Flo. I just want to make sure. Well, while you're there, just have a little look at me, and then you'll know. So we're taking the elbow down towards the hip, in breath to center, elbow to hip. Okay.
Got it.
Perfect. All right. How are we all doing with this one? Good. So we're doing 5 to each side. When you've finished 5 to each side, we're going to come up to sitting, slide the roller out. Good. Okay. So, Flo, for you, just come back to lying on the floor. Just stay lying on the floor. For us, we're going to we're coming back to lying on the floor. We're going to slide the roller underneath the pelvis. Good. So we're holding on to the roller. Think about that neutral spine. Don't let that rib cage pop up. Draw the rib cage down towards the floor. And then we're going to float right and left leg up into tabletop. Now, Flo, it's up to you. You can either do single leg, have a go with double. Obviously, it's easier on the roller. So you might find you want to come down into single leg, one on the floor, one up. But we're going to start with a single leg stretch. We're pointing through the toes. We're going to lengthen the left leg away and bring the right knee into your chest and change. Good. So just while we're doing this, the focus is on that lumbar spine, keeping that down towards the floor. The lower the leg, lengthening leg, the harder the core is working. So if you feel your back's popping up, take the lengthened leg a little bit higher. Good. So for 6 and 6. Good. For 5 and 5. For 4 and 4. for 3 and 3, for 2 and 2, last one and 1. Both legs to tabletop, flex through the feet. Now we're going to do double legs. So imagine you're pushing a block away from you as you push both legs away. Now again, if your back is uncomfortable with this, take the legs up. So don't take them long, all right? If you're taking those legs long, make sure you keep that neutral spine position. Good. For 6 and in, work those core muscles. For 5, draw the belly button to spine. For 3 and in, good. For 2, the lower the legs, the harder you work. Last one. And draw those knees in. Take the legs up to the ceiling, pointing through the toes. Okay, so we're opening the legs out into a V. Flex and close those feet back up again, pointing through the toes. Open in a V. Flex and close them back up again, pointing, open to the V. 3 more. Flex, squeeze them back together. 2 more, pointing, open, flex, to close. Last one, pointing, open to the V, flex, to close back up. Pointing through the toes, you're going to take the left leg up over your head, right leg down towards the floor. Think about the lumbar spine. Draw the legs towards each other and then change. Right leg up, left leg down. Draw the legs towards each other and change. Good. And change. Good. Now we're going to bounce it for 2. So we're bouncing for 1, for 2 and change. For 1, for 2 and change. Good. 2 and change. We're going to do 2 more to each side and change. So for 1, for 2 and change. For 1, for 2 and change. Last ones. And change. 1, for 2, hug those knees in. Excellent. Okay. So, flow, start with your feet on the floor, arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. The rest of us, hold on to your roller, both legs up into tabletop. Think about that lumbar spine, and we're going to roll the hips over to the right. Head goes to the left. Good. Back to the center. And then we're going to roll the legs over to the other side. Now, flow, after this one, if you're happy to take both legs up to tabletop, just don't roll over too far. We're going to roll both legs over to the right again. And this time we're going to lengthen both legs away from you. So roll onto your right glute, lengthen both legs away. Bend the knees and center back up. On the out breath, over to the left side. Lengthen both legs away. Bend and center back up. Good. Over to the right side. Lengthen both legs away. Bend and center. Over to the left side. Lengthen both legs away. Bend and center back up. Good. Flow, take your feet back down to the floor. If we're on the roller, we're going to take the right ankle onto the left knee. If you're on the roller, we're now going to roll onto your right glute, and we're going to stay on there, and we're just going to roll from side to side, triggering the right glute. Flow for you, I want ankle onto knee. If you can, pull that left leg up, and then you're going to roll onto your left side slightly. Good. So for those on the roller, we're trigger pointing that piriformis muscle. So we're just rocking from side to side, getting the roller in there. Play around with the position. Good. And then we're centering back up. We're going to change legs. So left ankle onto right knee. Roll on to that left side. If you're on the roller, flow for you. You're going to pull the right leg up. And then you're going to roll slightly to the right side. Good. And we're trigger pointing. Not everyone can, most people are on mute. So I want a thumbs up if you're feeling that. Yeah. Good. Okay. Excellent. Just rocking from side to side. Feel that roller working into that piriformis muscle. We're centering back up again. We're going to draw the right knee into your chest. We're going to lengthen the left leg away. Take that left foot down towards the floor. So we're just opening up through that left hip flexor, psoas muscle. Good. Breathing through that. And then we're going to change legs. So draw the left leg up, lengthen the right leg away, heel towards the floor of the right leg. But at the same time, don't let that back pop up. Keep that lumbar spine down in your neutral spine position. Good. Hug that knee into your chest. Brilliant. Okay, bringing both knees up. We're going to slide the roller out from underneath our pelvis. Place your feet onto the roller, knees are bent. So if you're not on the roller, you're just going to have those knees bent, feet hip width apart. So we're using the rollers to come up into our shoulder bridge position here. So the aim is to keep the roller still. You don't want that roller to be pushing away from you. So when you're ready, deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into the shoulder bridge position. Now, if you're prone to cramping, this can make it worse. So in which case, just do it without the roller. That's fine. Okay. So hips are lifted, rib cage is down. Check there's no tension through the neck and shoulders. And then we're coming back down one vertebra at a time, keeping that pelvis curled up until the end. Good. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into that shoulder bridge position. Now we're going to take the left leg up to tabletop. Try not to drop that left side. Lower the left foot down. Floating the right leg up to tabletop. Keep that pelvis level. Squeeze through the glutes. We're lowering the right foot down. We're coming back down one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up to the end. Good. One more time. We're going to lift the right leg first. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis as we come up into the shoulder bridge position. Hips lifted, rib cage down. Keeping the pelvis level, we're floating the right leg up to tabletop, lower back down. We're floating the left leg up to tabletop, lower back down, and we're coming back down one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up until the end. We're going to slide the heels over the roller and lengthen that roller away from you. Try and think of that back, relaxing down into the floor so your heels are over the roller. We're going to turn the heels towards each other so the toes are facing outside. We're going to draw that roller in, opening the knees out. So we're drawing the heels towards each other. You might even want to walk that roller back a little bit more towards you as we come into a nice adductor stretch, so inner thigh stretch. Good. Place your hands onto your knees, just increasing that stretch. And then again, if you can walk that roller in a little bit more. Sorry, Flo, for you, if you just want to drop your knees open out to the side, so you're in the same thing, you're getting that inner thigh stretch. Good. And then we're pushing that roller back away again. Walk it back so it's underneath your heels, knees and feet together. We're doing the full roll up, just to talk you through. Arms to the ceiling, come up from the breastbone, and we're rolling up. If you need your band, grab your band and put it around your feet. Now, obviously, using the roller makes it a little bit harder. So if you're finding it too difficult, just take the roller out, okay? So if you're using the roller, heels over the roller, squeezing your knees and feet together, arms up above the head onto the floor. Draw the belly button to spine on the in-breath. On the out-breath, arms to the ceiling. We're coming up from the breastbone, looking at the toes. We're rolling up, all the way up, reaching over the toes and drop the head down between the arms. Stacking back up to the ceiling, shoulders down the back. Draw the belly button to spine as we're rounding down. Lumbar, thoracic, take the head down, reach the arms over the top. Draw the belly button to spine on the in-breath, on the out-breath, arms to the ceiling. Come up from the breastbone, look at your toes. We're rolling up all the way, reaching the arms forward, drop the head down between the arms. Nice hamstring stretch if you're using the roller. Stacking that spine, shoulders down the back. Good. On the out breath, draw the belly button to spine. We're rolling down, lumbar, thoracic. Take the head down, reach the arms over the top. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, draw the belly button to spine, arms to the ceiling, come up from the breastbone, look at the toes, keep squeezing those knees and feet together, arms over the feet, drop the head down, stack that spine back up again, and we're just going to roll down one more time, rolling down, lumbar, thoracic, taking the head down. Reach the arms over the top, and we're just going to lengthen the left arm and left leg away from you. Good. So reach the left arm to touch the wall behind you. Lengthen the left foot away from you. And then you're going to change, and then you're going to go right side. Good. And then you're going to bring the arms out to the side. Draw the roller so the knees are bent. So feet on the roller, knees are bent, hip width apart, arms out to the side. Good. So we're going into wringing out the washing. I think we've all pretty much got the hang of wringing out the washing now. The bonus of the roller is adding height. So we get to open that pelvis and stretch that pelvis a little bit more. So we're going to start with rolling the right hand back, left hand forward, keeping it on the floor, and then changing right hand forward, left arm back. Good. Then we're going to start to turn the head towards the right, so the hand rolling back and change. Now we're going to drop the knees opposite direction to the head. Good. In breath to center, rolling the right arm back, left arm forward, head goes to the right, knees to the left. So nice fluid movements, working with your breath. Good. And center, breathing through it. Good. One more time to each side. lovely opening stretch. Last time. Good. Coming back to the center. We're going to roll onto our sides and come up to a sitting position. And we're going to do the lovely mermaid, which everyone loves. So if you can, left knee in front, right leg goes behind. If that is not comfortable for you, just have both legs straight out in front of you, or you could cross. So if you find it okay to cross your ankles, that's also fine, or have both legs straight out. So those are the options, all right? The roller is on your left side, or flow, obviously just let your hand slide along the floor. The weight is down, and I'm going to move my top because then it looks like my weight is down into that right seat bone. So try not to let that hip hitch up. Left hand on the roller. We're going to roll the roller away. Remember, keep the shoulder down, elbows soft, and we're reaching the right arm over the top. Then using your core muscles, we're going to come back up to sitting and bring we're going to go over the other side. Good. So left hand to the roller, lifting through the waist, keep the elbows soft. Now we're going to rotate either to the floor or to the roller. So chest towards the floor, lengthen that roller away, drop the head between the arms. Draw the roller back, back into the side bend, using those core muscles to come up, or the oblique muscles, and over the other side. Good. One more time. Hand onto the roller, rolling it away. Keep the elbows soft. Don't have a straight arm. Rotate chest to the floor. Push the roller away. Drop the head down between the arms. Draw the roller back slightly, back into the side bend. Use those oblique muscles to come up and over the top. Excellent. We're changing sides. So either right leg in front, left leg behind, or cross those ankles, or have the legs straight out in front of you. Right hand on the roller. So when you're ready, we're going to roll the roller away, lifting through the waist, reaching the arm over the top, lift up through those obliques, and then we're going over the other way. Good. On the out breath, hand onto the roller, pushing the roller away, lift up through the waist. We're going to rotate both hands onto the roller, shoulders down the back, chest to the floor. Lengthen the roller away, drop the head between the arms. Lifting, draw the roller back in, slightly back into your side bend. Come back up and over. Good. Jane, Thomas, if you want to keep going with that one more time. If you want to do maybe this one, if that's a little bit easier for you. Okay, excellent. Last time. Good. Drawing it back up, and then just finish off with a stretch over the other way. Brilliant. Lengthen both legs away from you. Flex through the toes. So we're going to hinge from the hips. We're going to drop the chest over the knees. Draw the shoulders down the back. Breathing through that stretch. Good. Opening that lower back, stretching the calves and hamstrings, and then we're rounding back up, stacking that spine, turning onto all fours, tucking those toes underneath you, pushing up into down dog, feet hip width apart, heels to the floor, take the head through to the knees, shoulders down the back. breathing through that stretch. Soften through the knees. Walk the hands back towards your feet. On the out breath, we're rounding back up, stacking that spine. Come up to standing. Excellent work, everyone.
Thank you.